course I was scared. Of course I was terrified. Of course I was like, what am I doing? It feels like stupid when I have to show up, when I have to post, and like in a way that I would have millions of followers and I had like my mom and my sister watching. Like, it's stupid. I feel stupid. I remember when I posted my first talking story, I was freaking out. I was talking like I was filming myself from the mirror. I was talking like towards the mirror because I was like, I cannot speak straight to camera, but I need to do something talking.
How did you get over it? Like, what tip would you get someone who wants to maybe show their face? If your friends make fun of you for posting on social media, for doing your thing, whatever your thing is, I don't think you have the right friends.
No, 100% no.
I want to say something here. You've changed your face. How on earth did you completely change your face? Well, welcome back, Jasmin.
Thank you.
Neighbor, cousin, social media rock star.
Yeah.
Any other titles you have?
It's all good.
It's all good. The last time when I had you on my podcast, I got negative feedback, and that doesn't happen often. Not because of you. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I know.
I love how humble you are. But the main criticism was that I didn't give you a proper chance to speak. That I talked more than you talked, and
yeah, I remember.
I went through the podcast, and I agreed to a certain point. There were people saying I disrespected you. I was like, okay, well, let me ask Jasmin, how did she feel? That's the most important thing. Because sometimes I could be wrong. Like, I fuck up sometimes. I make mistakes. But let me ask Jasmin. And you were like, Axel, no.
That's not true.
That's not true. I think if I rewatched the episode, and I was like, it was just really authentic. That's how we speak with each other, and not just putting on a mask for a podcast or something. That's just how we speak.
Yeah. And maybe I'm a little bit different than your other guests because we speak every day.
Yeah, we every like morning we have a coffee together.
Emergency meeting.
Sometimes we have emergency meetings. The topics always the same.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Problem as well.
Yeah, that's a problem. We have some problems.
Yeah.
That is a problem. It's a problem that everybody still thinks we're dating. That's a massive problem.
Yeah.
We already tried the whole cousin thing.
No, but remember, we have upgraded our relationship.
Now we're best friends.
Yeah.
I think the other day I told Jasmin, you've reached the stage. You know so much about me. We are best friends now.
We're best friends now.
Best friends, but that won't solve this problem.
No.
Anyways, so I asked Jasmin, did I disrespect you?
No.
And then your father also said, well, that Axel guy seems really kind. I watched the podcast episode. I'm like, okay. But it was a process for me because, I'm just a human being as well. And when I get criticized, I want to check, like, what's the reality here? And the reality was I didn't give you a proper chance to decode your story, your success recipe, and many people from your community were like, Axel, you should have let her more talk. And I agree. And so we're sitting here with a coffee.
We do it again.
Cheers.
We do it again.
Let's, Mustache Coffee gets free promo. You're welcome, mate.
Yeah, free coffee for the year, huh? Let's ask.
Let's ask. Yeah,
Let's
free coffee
ask.
for the year.
Cheers.
Please. Cheers. Jasmin, a couple of things I wanna cover today, mainly your success recipe. But before we get there, I don't know, but I assume you hear a lot of opinions about you, about the things you should do, about what's good, what's not good. How do you deal with criticism? Do you ever get shit?
I do, sometimes.
What is it usually like?
I feel like people have opinion about everything you do, and you cannot please everyone. But I deal with it like so well. I don't really care. I don't care.
How?
I don't know, but I simply don't care. I care in the beginning when I was getting started with my social media and stuff, because it's hard when you put yourself out there and people have something to say, and it's not always good. And I had a lot of negativity in the beginning, like a lot.
What would people say?
For example, when I started to grow my social media in 2022, I was still living back in my country. I started to grow a lot. In a few months, I grew up to like 100K. It was like a lot of growth, like very fast.
So you went from almost zero or?
So I was in 10,000 followers. It took me 6 months to grow to 16,000 followers. And then from 16,000 followers, I grew to 100,000 followers in like 3 months.
That was 2022.
Yeah, that was very fast. So 2 years ago. So when I started to grow so fast, people back in my country, they were like, she's a scammer.
Oh, okay.
I'm buying my followers and I'm scamming brands because they work with me and stuff. And I was like, come on, I'm going to keep doing me because it's working and I'm getting like, you know, get to my results and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got that. Back then that was a bit hard. Nowadays, I don't care. I don't care.
You grew muscle.
I also feel like I don't get a lot of shit nowadays.
Well, that's amazing. I can tell you the first time when I posted on social media, the first time I posted a YouTube video, I remember it vividly. There was this one comment saying like, what the heck is that? There's no value whatsoever. Why do you even post? Yeah. And it was like someone was about to kill me. That's how it felt internally. I stopped posting for months because of that one comment. And I know there are many people, you will probably know, who want to do something, whether it's posting online or just following their passion, and they're really afraid of what their friends will say and their loved ones.
Yeah.
I even cared what strangers will say.
Yeah.
The first time I posted a story, I was terrified.
Yeah. I remember when I posted my first talking story, I was freaking out. I was talking like, I was filming myself from the mirror. I was talking like towards the mirror because I was like, I cannot speak straight to the camera, but I need to do something talking.
How did you get over it? Like, what tip would you get someone who wants to maybe show their face?
Honestly, you just have to do it. Like if you just have to do it and you will get better and you will, you know, face your fears and you're gonna, at first you're gonna be very bad as well. And I was so bad at talking, but you just have to do it. And then you're gonna face your fears and level up from there.
If you can't beat the fear, just do it scared.
Yeah. Exactly.
You will suck at the beginning, most likely.
Yes.
Unless, I see sometimes teachers, like when they come to me, for example, and they want to build their personal brand, because they've been standing in front of like bigger groups for the last 10, 15 years, so they're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But if you start, you just need to get over, just like Jasmin, we went paddle tennis the other day. She's like, I'm so bad at it. I'm like, how many times have you played? Well, of course you're bad at it.
What about practicing?
What about practicing? So your tip would be just freaking do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to do it. And I feel like if you have, for example, when I was getting started, I know what's my goal. I know what I need to do in order to get to my goals. So I knew that kind of stuff I just need to do it. So whatever I'm gonna like face, the challenges, the negativity, the hate, everything, I was just like, I need to do it. It's for myself.
Many people are really afraid of what their friends will say.
I know.
Or like their partners or even ex-partners.
In the beginning, I heard like some of my friends got comments like, "Oh, you're friends with this influencer, Jasmin." I had maybe like 5,000 followers on Instagram. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like they were making fun of me, but now like I don't know. I think my life is very good, so I don't know.
First ever girlfriend. That was 16 years ago. She started posting. And I remember everybody at school made fun of her. And it made me feel really insecure and her insecure as well. And so she stopped doing it. I was like, oh my gosh, if she would have kept going, you know, like if you push through that resistance.
Exactly. And even nowadays, I feel like no matter what you do, because now there's obviously millions of people watching my stuff. So no matter what I do, no matter what I say, people have something to say. If I get, let's say, new clothes as PR, people are like, okay, well, the clothes are packed in a plastic bag. I'm like, okay, I know, but like, what can I do? Like, what can I do? You know?
That's maybe like a really good point, because when there is criticism, there's not always, but in some cases, I'll just like to do a reality check. Can you maybe like give feedback and tell them like, hey guys, can you send it next time without plastic, and maybe think about your policy?
That's true as well.
Maybe, but I completely agree with you. There's always someone who says something, and there is this culture on social media where people, like, all they do for a living is see what's wrong with other people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. You need to feed your family. But if we would decode your life and your mistakes, What would we find?
I know. But I feel like nowadays I don't get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like, but maybe my content is like not very controversial. On TikTok, I do get some hate, but I don't read the comments. I just don't care.
Yeah,
so I'm like, whatever you say, it's all good.
It's-
You have your opinion. It has nothing to do with me, anyways.
That's a big one. Has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Like I'm me, and that's your opinion. It's not real. It's your opinion.
Not taking it personal probably helps because it's not about you, anyways.
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous when you think your business and your business success is determining how worthy you are.
Yeah.
Does those numbers, do they affect you at all? Like, I can imagine if you have a couple of videos that have like millions of views, and then you have a video that maybe has only 100,000.
Yeah. Does that affect me?
Does that affect you at all?
Not at all. Of course, I want to have millions all the time. Like, of course. But it doesn't affect me at all because I know how social media works because that's my main business right now, coaching other creators. So I know you have to, like, it cannot always be up. It always goes down as well. Mm-hmm. And I like the down moment as well because I know that's going to go up at some point anyways. So it doesn't
just like
matter.
life, no?
Yeah.
It's not up all the time.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
We know.
I'm just wondering if Axel would be sitting here 7 years ago, and I kid you not, I'm terrified. I can tell you a lot of people are terrified to even speak about their dreams, to speak about their goals, to go for it. Mm-hmm. It's terrifying. Yeah, it is. For some people, it feels like death. Yeah. So we have established, it's okay to be scared. Mm-hmm. We're all scared. Mm-hmm. But you need to take like smaller steps. You need to actually do it. Yeah. Right? Yes. Are there other things that helped you, or maybe other like things you see in your business that helped other people to actually like deal with the rejection, deal with the fear? You said not take it personally. I think that's a really good piece of advice. Again, like, what's your goal? You have to take the steps anyways to go towards that goal. Also, a lot of things are, you have to surround yourself with the right people. When you talk with some people, sometimes you feel like, okay, you cannot say some things out loud because you feel like it's like too much, or you feel like you're bragging, or you feel like it's not something you shouldn't say out loud, or you feel like, okay, maybe they're gonna think that you think you're better or something. But then for some people, for example, if I talk about my goals or my dreams to you, it's like, I don't feel like that. It's like, you get it. So I think that's very important to surround yourself with those people who gets it, because then you can like just like brainstorm those things together. Yeah, be yourself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would go that far. If your friends make fun of you for posting on social media, for doing your thing, whatever your thing is, I don't think you have the right friends. No, 100% no. I agree with this. They need to work on themselves. Yeah. Whatever if you say like, Axel, I have this dream, I'm like, okay, how can I support you? Yeah. So you're telling me your friends try to pull you down? Like, is that that's really the idea of that's not a friendship. No. That's someone who's incredibly insecure and projects their insecurities onto you. Yeah. Because let's be honest, let's be clear, someone who's really happy, someone who's really mature, if they see someone going for it, they will be there, let's fucking go. Yeah. They will cheer you on. Like, if I see someone starting anything, a pineapple juice business on the street, I'm like, let's go, how can I support you? Yeah. But if you are insecure, if you are not happy with yourself, then you have time and energy to try to pull other people down. Exactly. But are you, for example, yourself, are you still friends with the people that you grew up with, or? Yeah, some of them. Yeah. And it's nothing wrong with being like 1,000,000%. But I want to have safe spaces with friends. Like, I don't judge them. Do whatever you want. You want. Like, I have many friends who have a normal job and they're happy. Go for it. Yes, it's your truth. As long as you're happy. As long as you're happy. Yeah. Even if you want to be unhappy, I don't care. Like, that's not what our friendship is about. So yeah, but I have no friendships where someone like doubts me all the time or makes fun of me behind my back. Like, no. I have a different standard for friendships. Yeah. That is, I'm like, okay, well, have a good life. But also, honestly, I think a lot about is about your inner state as well. Yeah. If you have this energy of like, I don't care what you say, like, your opinion right now, that doesn't matter. Yeah. Because with all due respect, I didn't ask for it. Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Like sometimes people like just comment on how people look. Like it's none of your business.
No.
But it's also, and I like that, like what you just said, it's none of your business what other people say about you and think about you.
No.
As long as you're true to yourself, who cares? Because there's always someone who says, well, that's good, or that's bad.
Yeah.
Some people love you for the things that other people hate you
Yeah.
for. Might as well be yourself.
Would you ever go to someone's post and say something bad about them? Would you ever do that?
I did that the other day.
Why?
But not about them.
Okay,
No.
fine. Oh,
wait.
okay,
No, I
tell
wouldn't
me.
do that.
Okay, tell me.
I tell you. The post was about, so there was this reel. There was a guy sitting, right? And he was eating a burger. And he said, I'm eating twice as much meat for every vegan so that their impact basically doesn't do anything. I was like, okay, so listen.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. But I'm not saying anything about you. You're a bad person. I'm like, okay, so you're criticizing someone. You're criticizing people who choose to live differently, who also choose to make certain sacrifices, to help other beings, to help animals, and you're making fun of it. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Just think about it. I hope I phrased it like that. But yeah, no, usually I don't, when would I do that?
Yeah. Let's say there was like false information going on, or if there is something that, I don't know, like that kind of stuff. Of course you can say something. But would you ever go and say something, okay, someone is pursuing their dreams and you would go like, oh, well, good luck, or...
No, that's pure insecurity.
Like, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
That's just pure insecurity.
Yeah.
We can agree. Sometimes it's, we can talk about all of those things, but nothing will change unless you like actually do it. Because that's when, if you're afraid of snakes, you know, at some point you will have to face a snake in the room to like finally overcome it.
Yeah.
And if you're afraid of what people will say, you just do it. And you do it, and at some point your nervous system will be like, okay, I'm good.
Exactly. That would be the worst thing ever if you actually don't follow the dreams because of someone else's opinion.
Yeah,
Imagine that. Imagine that if you don't do it because of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really
like
crazy.
If I would have, of course I was scared. Of course I was terrified. Of course I was like, what am I doing? It feels like stupid when I have to show up, when I have to post, and like in a way that I would have millions of followers, and I had like my mom and my sister watching. Like, it's stupid. I feel stupid. But then once you get there, you're like, oh, there's actually someone that likes me. There is someone that I can give value to. There is someone, and now I have a huge community, and it's amazing. So now I feel like, okay, thank God I did it.
Thank God you did. Yeah, imagine how many amazing people sit out there who have so much to give, but they're not doing it because they are scared of something they don't have to be scared of.
Yeah.
It's almost like a filtration system.
Yeah.
The people or like your friends who make fun of you, they're like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I know who I need to spend less time with.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe for them, it's also to hold space like, hey, honestly, we don't have to talk about my business or my things or my dream, but don't talk about it negatively. Yeah. Because it affects me. If you want this friendship, that's a fair boundary.
Yeah, but also I value friendships that we can like really like hype and support and dream and brainstorm like me and you. We always like, I have this business idea, we should do this, we could do this, so you know what? And then we're just, well, we're a little bit crazy together, honestly, thinking about these dreams and stuff.
I mean, there's this quote, you're the average of the 5 people you've spent the most time with.
Yeah.
And I find it to be very, very true. And I want to spend my time with people who think big.
Yeah.
There's this quote, it takes the same energy to think big as it basically takes to think small, so might as well think big.
Yeah.
It's the same energy, it's the same effort. People think it's always, it's harder. It's the same. Whether you say them in business coaching, whether you sell a program that is, or a product that is $200 versus 2,000, it's the same. It's even easier in many cases to do that, to think bigger, because everybody's thinking small. So you might as think big as well. Think big.
I agree.
I want to say something here. You've changed your face.
Yeah.
The other day I saw this reel and I was like, who is that girl? You literally, there's some of those viral clips I saw like, oh my goodness. Jasmin is one of them one of those people who literally completely changed their face.
It's getting viral right now. It's almost 1 million views in my other page.
How on earth did you completely change your face? What a question.
Obviously, I lost some weight. Yes, I lost some weight, and that's one thing. Obviously, when you become healthier, you eat well, you don't drink alcohol, you don't you just sleep well, and that kind of stuff. Everything is the combination of,
Life actually gets better.
Yeah, looking better. So I lost some weight, the extra weight that I had, so I look better now, obviously. But also, I feel like it's a mindset. Once you become better, I don't know, you just feel more confident. Obviously, my facials and my gua sha routines and everything, that also helps. I feel like it's just a combination of everything.
Did you follow like any diet or something, or you just said like?
No. When I got to Bali, this is also the environment that you stay is very important. When I got to Bali, I feel like there's a lot of people who look good. There's a lot of people who take care of themselves. They go to the gym, they eat healthy. Food is very healthy here. When you go to a restaurant, it's very easy to eat healthy, and it's very, very good food. So I was just motivated here. I was like, I cannot keep doing the same routines, I want to be as good as these people. So I started to exercise more, go to Pilates, eat well, drink a lot of water. Yeah, just the basics, honestly.
Did you see my reel the other day?
No. Well, yes, but which one?
Well, apparently it turns out that if you start eating healthy, if you exercise, if you meditate every day, and if you eat whole foods most of the time, you actually start feeling better. That was like the proof.
Yes.
People don't believe it because it's so simple.
Yeah. And also it's consistency. You have to do it for a long time. And that's gonna help.
Like everywhere in life.
Yeah.
People think like, oh, I'm gonna start posting.
Yeah.
And in 3 days I have 1 million followers. Oh, I'm gonna start going to the gym. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna look like who looks fit.
I saw this reel.
Liam Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Who's like a famous person who looks good in like the...
I don't know.
You don't know? I look good?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I don't
the compliment of the day.
Yeah, the compliment of the day. I don't often get compliments.
I saw this reel today about like success, like that kind of motivation thing. It said like if you are willing to study to be a doctor for 6 years, if you're willing to become a lawyer in 10 years, don't quit with social media in 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, or anything. It just takes time.
Yeah. Any business, like it's gonna take some time, but honestly, it's gonna be worth it. I don't know why people are so willing to study for a long time. Like whatever you want to do in life, do it. But like I think people just like quit so fast with everything, like exercising, business, everything. They're just like, yeah, let's try it out in 2 weeks. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let's not do it.
Yeah, I guess if you go to university or something, you have like the accountability. You signed up and know you have to go. Yeah. Otherwise, you get punished.
That should be in business as well.
You don't post. Jasmin comes and there's no coffee for you. No, but there's no one keeping you accountable.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's like voluntarily, and then it's just like for the people who really want it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't really want it, if it's not important enough for you, if you don't, that's why in my coaching I speak so much about the why. Like, why do you want it?
Yeah.
Like, why is it a must for you?
Yeah.
Because you need to create that accountability for yourself.
Yeah.
And then I even like speak with friends about it. Tell them what you're going to do. And then the next time when you see them, did you actually do it?
Yeah.
Keep each other accountable.
Yeah, it's true. I heard this quote as well. We have this quote.
It's a quote show today.
A quote show.
Quotes with Axel and Jas.
It says, if the why is strong enough, the how becomes easier.
Yes.
You have to know why you do what you do as well. That comes to everything in life.
I think it's hard for many people to believe that the seeds they plant every day one day turn out to be a beautiful tree. Especially in the online world, because you don't see the freaking seeds growing, although they are growing.
Yeah.
And most people stop watering their seeds before they even had a chance to become a tree.
Yeah.
And you said, it doesn't matter who I interview, they all tell me the same thing. I've been doing this for years, if not decades.
Yeah.
any good musician, decades of practice.
Yeah, exactly. And even with my own, like, for example, now my social media, yeah, I grew very fast in 2 years, but it's a lot of work for 6 years, 7 years that I've been an entrepreneur, because it's all about your mindset anyways.
Yeah, you've done so many things before.
Yeah, so obviously I get these results faster once I start, because I always know the amount of work you have to put in, and like what kind of things you have to do and sacrifice and stuff like that. So I know that you have to work very hard without giving up.
What is maybe one of like the most stupid jobs you've done, and what is something you've learned from it? Like, do you have like something where you're like, oh my gosh, I really did that?
No, I was working as a one job, but it was actually very good for me in the end. But I was working as a telemarketer, you know, calling people and selling iPads. Yeah. So it was like anyone can get that job. Yeah. Anyone could get that job. So I just got there. I was like, might as well. Let's try. I had 2 other jobs as well at the same time. I was just like, let me just like hustle and make money. Like, you know, I was working nonstop, like all day, all week. Anyways, so that was one of the jobs that was very interesting.
What did you learn from it?
Sales in the first place. And it was very good because I was being, like, obviously when you learn how to sell iPads, yeah, that's good.
If you know how to sell an iPad, you can probably sell.
Yeah, everything in life is sales anyways. So you have to sell your services, you have to sell yourself, not in a bad way, but like sell whoever you are, your products, your services, your business, whatever, everything is sales. How you talk to people, how you get things. Yeah. So I learned sales from that. That was the first step for me to learn sales. Even though it was like a shit job.
Would you recommend for people, I can imagine like you have a lot of people in your community who want to do their own thing, who want to basically live the life that you live, the lifestyle that you live. Would you recommend them to like go all in, or would you tell them like, hey, get a side job before that? What are your thoughts to that?
Let's stick with social media because that's my thing. If you want to, I always recommend to have a job. You have your source of income, which is stable. You have your job. It would be maybe better to have like a remote job, so then you have more freedom to do whatever. Have a job, start your online side hustle, social media, whatever you want to pursue. And once your business pays you enough or more than your job, then you can quit your job. It needs to be consistently, not just like one good month and then you are ready to quit. That's what I did by myself.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. When you don't have safety, it's really hard to be creative.
True.
And there are many ways that lead to Rome, but I agree with you. That's also how I did it. I did many things before that enabled me to have the time and the space and not be in a needy position to pursue the other thing. Yeah. So I did all kinds of things. Yeah. I started working as a virtual assistant 8 years ago.
I mean, that's good because also you can learn from someone. You're working for someone. You can learn from
so much.
That's what I say, like, okay, have a remote job. Maybe you can be, let's say you want to pursue social media for yourself. You can be a social media manager for someone because you are going to learn sales, how to sell, how to post, how to get viral. You can learn
how to run a business, how to run a team. Yeah, so...
And then you do it for yourself. That's the way to go.
That's the way to go. I think the trickiest part is the psychology, the mindset. Yeah. Because people get into their heads.
I'm also a risk taker. When I quit my jobs, I didn't have like a stable income from the business yet, but I was secured maybe for 2 months. So I was like, but I also like, because I had the job that, you know, I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna fail, I can go back anytime. I was the best at the office anyway at that time, so I was like, I can go back. I'll get the job back.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
I can't imagine getting a phone call from Jasmin. Yeah. Hello, do you want an iPad?
It's a good iPad.
It's a really good iPad.
No, but honestly, that was the best day of my life when I went to the office and I was like, to my boss, I was like, come here. He was like, oh. He was like, I already know what's gonna happen. I was like, I'm leaving. He was like, where? Like when? Like I was like, I'm quitting. He was like, when? I was like, now. I'm leaving right now. And then I left. I said like, goodbye everyone.
Did you make it dramatic? Like did you go in with like a Mexican band and they're all saying, goodbye, Jasmin?
No. But I was still like in a trial, like 3 months in or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm leaving right now. He was like, I knew that this is gonna come at some point anyway. So wish you the best.
what can you tell someone who is in that stage of like, I know what I want, I know what I desire, but it's just not there yet. And it's frustrating and it's driving me nuts, and I identify as like I'm just not good enough, apparently, because it's not working. And there's almost frustration. Like I keep showing up, I keep doing the thing, I put in the work, it's not coming. What to do?
Honestly, I had those moments so many times, but you cannot just like lose the vision. As long as you have the vision, you're gonna have bad months, bad moments, bad everything, but you just have to, if it's so clear in your head where you're heading and where you see yourself in the future, you cannot quit. Like there is no, what else are you gonna do then? Just quit and that's it.
If it's really important to you.
Yeah, I wish I could say something else, but what would you say though? What else? What can you say?
What would I say? I usually tell people, what are you doing it for? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Do you do it for yourself and to make yourself feel worthy or good? Then it's probably the wrong intention anyways. But my whole thing is, my purpose in life is I want to help others. They can have many different forms, but it's as simple as that. When I know I help someone with their mental health, with their fitness, with their business, that feels good. It gives me enough power to wake up in the morning and do whatever the heck I want to do. So that is my purpose. So if there's one person that gets help, that receives help because of it, I'm good. That's my rule. One person, I'm good. I'm going to give it my everything, even if it's just one person. Because honestly, even at that level, you can get you get it in your head. It can be crazy. Like I have those moments where I'm like, okay, well, those kind of videos, they got like millions of views. And this one not. This only got 15,000. Then okay, but let's keep perspective. And what helps me is to understand, like, why am I doing it for? Like, why do I want it? And it's just about helping people. And the rest, if you get better, your success is inevitable. If you're really willing to learn and to put in the effort and do whatever it takes until you get there, it comes. And that, you need trust. You need a little bit of faith. That is a secret ingredient, I would say, no? You need, like you just said, 2 months. You need a little bit of faith that things work out for you.
I needed that.
Whether you're religious or not, are you? I don't know that about you. Are you religious?
More spiritual. I believe in something bigger, but yeah.
So like the universe or something.
Yeah, but I don't know how to describe it. I'm not really sure.
Well, whether you're religious or not, or you believe in something, I think we can all agree there's something bigger than us.
Yes.
But I think we need to have a little bit of faith that someone is protecting us, that some way it always works out for us. That's like one of my core beliefs. Like it always works out for me. And everything happens for me. One day I will look back and I'm like happy it went how it went. However, if I really want something, I go get it. And since it's the quote show today, I think it was like it the last time as well, no? We just throw TikToks at each other. That's our language. I'm not on TikTok, by the way. No, I post there, but
could be, though. Get back on it.
It's very interesting. No, I post there, but I'm not on it. I think we have like 300,000 people there. But anyways, where was I? Quote. Jasmin, you got
more
you
quotes.
Got me.
Where's the make notes.
Okay, so your job is to plant the seeds. The universe will take care of planting the tree. Or your God or whatever. So the crucial part here is you need to plant the seeds. It's on you. And I see that with you. I see that with every single successful business owners, and you get to meet a lot of them here in Bali, but like also people I interview. They are all so determined and have so much self-responsibility. They are not waiting for someone like, oh, I want you to fix my life. I want you to post for me. No, they're like, this is me. It's on me. Every successful person has that in common. Like, it's on me. I need to take self-responsibility for how things are going, not anybody else. So if you even post on, so like, just because you're a lot about like creating content, if you post and it's not working, it's in your hands. Like, you need to take self-responsibility. And often, I then have to even be so honest and say like, yeah, it's just not good enough yet, and that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay. We just work on getting you so incredibly good so that you become so freaking good. People can't ignore you.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people can watch us and be like, because this is a question that I get quite a lot, like yesterday, like, how can you be so confident? How can you believe in yourself that much? But I feel like it is the mindset again, and you have to, like, whatever, when you start your journey, or I think for everyone, just you have to do your self-development, read books, listen podcasts. When I started my very first business, I had a mentor, and he told me you have to read 1 book a month. He was like, you have to do it. I was like, well, I hate reading. I have dyslexia. I'm so ADHD. I'm like, I cannot read. I'm still struggling, but I listen. So I found my way. But he was like, you have to read every single day because you know nothing about business.
Good mentor.
Yeah, he told me a lot of things. He was like, you have to read all the time, every day, a little bit, at least a little bit. And of course, like, when you read those things out loud, when you read those things to your mind and you feed your mind and your soul with those things, you are going to get better, and you are going to start believing those things as well that you read. And affirmations, and like, if you just say like, everything works out for me, as you said, everything is easy, money comes to me easily, I can be successful, that kind of stuff, it's gonna be the reality at some point, even though at first it feels stupid. So I think that's so important, because without that, you cannot, like, if you think, okay, Axel, can you have 1 million followers? Yes, of course. But if you ask your neighbor that has like, 2 followers and they started yesterday, what are they gonna say?
Probably no. I don't know if I would. Yeah, I mean, I remember writing down like, I want to have 10,000 followers. When I had like 300, I was like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I read all of those books, and they're like, okay, well, let me just have a little bit of faith that it's gonna work out for me. And it's maybe even good that it feels a bit funny.
Yeah.
I have an example with a Finnish client. She's like, so she's one of my one-on-one clients.
Yeah.
And part of our one-on-one coaching is do exactly that. Feed your mind every day. Because if you do that for the next 5-10 years, you will become so knowledgeable and so intelligent. It's ridiculous. So I told her, read this book, and one part of this book is actually to write down those money affirmations. Say it so often and so clear with emotion that you believe it yourself. You have to sit in front of a mirror and convince yourself.
Yeah.
Because affirmation, you can say, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. Your brain is like, no, you're broke. No, you're not happy. Okay? But if you say with enough emotion, with enough power, and you put yourself into the right state, at some point you're going to stop fucking with... Sorry. It's my podcast, I can swear. Why did I say sorry? You start believing it. If you repeat it often enough, you start believing it at some point. And so she did that, and her I'm not going to say any names, but her mom was like, her mom had a friend over, and they were like, what is she doing there? And then, so they made a little bit of fun about this whole thing. And then my client met her mom and her friend 2 weeks later. She's like, well, remember those like money affirmations and how it was funny? Well, I went from 5K to 30K months.
Mom
from
is
5K.
Be like,
they're like, sign me up to those affirmations. Give me that book to read. But yeah, that is almost like part that I see. You need to be okay with the resistance from other people. Like, you need to completely be okay with it.
Yeah, exactly. It is so funny that we talk about this now, because I literally this morning I was reading those affirmations, and I don't do it all the time. I just don't, but because I believe in that now, so I don't do it all the time. But I was reading those things. I was like, I get paid to exist. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, those money affirmations. You can call me at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night and ask me for it. Money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I've repeated that like a gazillion times. Success comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. That stuff really works.
Yeah.
And the
I
people
also,
who believe it works for them. And
yeah,
those who don't believe it, it doesn't work.
exactly. But I
Choice
feel
time,
like
maybe.
once you repeat that long enough in your head, and then when you have a bad month, I don't even care because I feel like it's just like already like in the universe. It's already happening anyway in the future to me because it has happened already before. But even though I would have a bad month, I'm like, I don't care because I deserve it. It's on me. I know that it's gonna happen anyways already. I do want to say to the previous thing that I said about the million followers and if you have it, like it's okay when you get started. It's okay that you don't have the big dreams yet or the big vision yet, and it's okay if you don't believe that you would have a million followers. You know, because as you said as well, you were saying, okay, I want to have 10,000 followers. Now 10,000 for us is like I want it next week. You know.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy what the brain just gets used to it.
Yes.
It's for some people it will sound ridiculous, but do you like everybody at home? Do you remember the moment when you get like €5 from your grandma and it
Yeah.
felt like you could buy the entire world?
Yes, exactly.
And how much is €5 now in your world?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I mean.
It's a different standard.
Yeah. So that's okay. Like when you start, it's okay to dream like a little bit smaller, and then when you get there, you get the next step. Your next step. It's okay if you don't be like, okay, I'm going to be a millionaire. It's fine. Like just start with the little things. Okay, I'm going to make $3,000 a month. That's perfect. Start from there, and then once you get there, it's easier to level up. I had my first because I have my other phone. I have my last year vision board. I was like, I want to make $10,000 a month. That's my goal. And now I'm like,
That was last year? Okay.
yeah, that was last year because I had my breakthrough. No, it was not last year. Hold on.
Breakthrough or breakup? Or both?
Bro.
Bro.
Both. No, I think it's the previous year. Hold on, now I'm losing the years. What is the year now? 2024. We're 2024.
What's the day?
Okay, anyways, I think it's previous year or the year after, before. Because I just opened my old phone. I was like, this is so cute. My vision board, like on my lock screen. Like, this is so cute.
Yeah.
That's why you have to do that as well. So make a vision board so you can see those things all the time. When you open your phone, it's there. You know what are you going for. You know what is the dream. Okay, I need to make $100,000. It's there. You cannot forget it when it's there.
Yeah, you need to see it all the time.
Yeah. It's also feeding your
Can
mind.
you believe it? Like everybody listening have probably heard it before. Like you need to have a vision board 5 gazillion times. Do you know how many people actually have it?
Yeah.
Not many.
I know.
I say all the time. Like even in my community, sometimes I want to do a freaking backflip into a pool when I hear that. Like I recommend books all the time. It's all there. Take advantage of it.
Yeah. All my friends do. Have vision boards.
It's ridiculous that there, like you are in this blessed position where you have education available from the smartest minds on planet Earth. You get access to it. You don't even have to. I don't understand how podcasts, for example, are for free. Like I don't get it.
I don't know.
Actually, some people charge for it, and I'm like, I understand it. There's like so much value.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh no, I rather spend my money on $7 Starbucks, Schmarbucks, coffee, schmuffy.
I know.
Want to speak about one part that makes not only your business more successful, makes you not only a wealthier person, but also is probably one of the most effective things to protect your mental health and to have a good life. And it's funny. When we have our emergency meetings, when we have our coffee meetings, it's always the same topic.
Yeah.
It's social connections, it's love and connection. And first of all, I want to appreciate you because we have this very unique friendship.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best things that happened to me this year, or happened for me this year.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, first of all, there are many people who still don't believe that men and women can be friends, including Jasmin.
We can talk about this.
We can talk about this. But I do want to say that I really, really appreciate you and our friendship.
Yeah, same for me. As I texted you last night, I was like, I appreciate you, Axel.
I was in this blessed position to know what it's like, what will matter when you die, and I can tell you it's only going to be about love and connection. But also right now, honestly, like my business is going so well. I'm healthy. I'm fit. I can be wherever I want. Everything I talk about in my free time, all I think about is love and connection.
Oh, I know.
Really?
I've heard. A few
You've
times.
heard? Yeah, that's the most important thing. Like, I'm like, I don't give a that, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's what matters. That's the juice of life. That's what we all think about.
Yeah.
Let's maybe start with this whole like men and women can't be friends thing. Because I think before we met, you had the same belief, right?
Yeah.
Do you still believe it?
Yeah. I do, but there is exceptions.
Okay.
There is exceptions.
Okay, are we an exception or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah, well then your belief can't be right, no?
I find it very difficult to really really believe that men and women can be friends if they are both attractive. I find each other attractive, for example.
Okay.
That has yeah.
Can you find someone attractive and say, I don't want to pursue anything romantic with that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel like there can be always something. Can it be like a genuine good friendship? Because, for example, I've never thought of, like, if I think about my girlfriend, let's say Pinya, my housemate.
The third one in our emergency meetings.
Yes. Where is she?
Where is she?
Where is she?
We should start a podcast, Axel and the
girls.
And the girls.
It's coming. Stay tuned.
No, it's not.
We cannot. But, like, have I ever thought about doing something with her? Of course not, because I'm not into girls. But if I have a male friend, maybe it crossed my mind. Or maybe they want me or I want them. Either way. So that's why I'm like, is that a friendship? If that can happen, you know? It's different than being friends with girls for me then. So there can be exceptions anyway. And for example, when I saw you for the first time, I thought you were good looking. I was like, oh, he's cute.
I hope you still think I'm good looking.
No. Yeah,
No?
Of course.
Okay.
Huh? I told you this morning. I was like, Axel, you look good.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think there's nothing wrong. So I'm here to challenge that belief for not just for you, but for everybody, because I do have a lot of female friends.
I know.
And I have, how can I say that respectfully? All I care is one person.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only person.
We know. Well, they don't know, but
they
I know.
don't know. You know, there's one person I care about, her and nobody else.
Yeah.
That's the only person I'm emotionally available for.
Yeah.
Clearly. And that's that. And every other person.
Soft launch. Hard launch.
No, we're hard launching here. It's that part. Like, if there would be a roulette table, I have all of my coins, one number. Where was I? Okay, so I think I'm living proof of that. I have so many successful, good-looking friends.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. There
it
can
never
be
crossed my
exceptions.
mind.
But there can be exceptions.
Yeah, but if they understand.
But I'm just talking from my own experience. I don't know, but every single time if I've been a friend with a man, not.
But
I feel like
but that's
always
like
at some
saying
point they want something.
Okay, but that's, you are shaping your reality based on what happened in the past. Can you see that? Like, for example, for me, it never happened in my entire life.
That's not true.
Let me see.
That cannot be true.
Let me see. Happened once, long time ago. So.
But that's just my opinion. That's just my experience. I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, and I don't want to be close-minded with anything. I don't want to be. I don't want to be like strict. Okay, it needs to be like this, or it cannot be like this. I don't want to be like that. But I'm just like, it's also the reality. It's also the human nature. It's also like, it's just the facts in my opinion. But that's also my opinion. You can have yours. You know, they can have theirs. But I think there's exceptions. You can be friends with female-male friendships. It can happen, but it can be also difficult. So you have to be conscious. If I would have my husband and he's having dinners with girls all the time, like a best friend girl, I don't know how I feel about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So if you have a husband, are we still friends or no?
We are, because there's exceptions.
Who makes the exception?
And you can prove yourself to the husband, you know?
The husband has to prove I'm your cousin.
Both.
You come in,
Yeah. But he's gonna be, you look like that, you're so nice and everything, you know, he's gonna be like, what is this?
I think a real man doesn't have a problem with it. Like, if
We
you
shall
really,
see.
if you really secure in yourself, and if the connection is really secure, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
And we just stick to the cousin thing for now.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. No, people like, so she's from Finland, you're from Germany.
How is this
How are
possible?
you cousins? But it's also so exhausting to always think that you know, you walk in.
Yeah.
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 We need to work on the shirts.
Yeah.
What's the perfect, on social media there's so much conversation about, you know, the perfect woman is this and this and this. What's the perfect man for you? If anybody wants to send an application my way, and I'll pass it on to you.
Google form? Application?
No, it needs to be a video.
A video.
20 minutes at least.
Introducing themselves and
Okay.
stuff.
What is a green flag man for you?
For me?
Yes.
As a husband?
If you want the husband.
Yeah, well, yeah.
How much
Next
time
up,
do you have,
yeah.
Axel?
Huh?
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 How much time do you have, Axel?
Where should we start? No, I don't want to spill all the secrets, you know, because I cannot like
Yeah, but
tell
some.
everything.
Some. If they're like some men, like 5% of my audience are men.
Yeah, true.
How's it for you, by the way? Like the split?
I don't remember right now.
More women or more men?
I think more women for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much.
Got it.
But
Yeah.
also the interaction that I get is it's woman because
Okay.
my content is very girly.
Same for me. Well, my content is not girly, but I have like 70% of female.
Really?
Yeah. But it's in the self-help space. It's often like that because women are just more open to receive help.
Yeah, but
Men
I also feel like
think-
social media in general. I feel like unless it's like soccer or like something like super like I don't know
Did
something
you just say
like
soccer?
football. Hold on. Unless it's something like super like boy content, you know, I think then like if you're an influencer, if you're like creator or something, I think most of the audience is usually women. It's a bit different for women.
Unless you're, yeah. I mean, if I would want to attract more men, I would probably have to start smoking cigars, showing up with fancy cars, not with my scooter anymore.
But then the girls are gonna be there anyways.
And the girls, yeah. But I don't care. Like my social media is about helping people. If you want to evolve, if you want to grow, I'm for you. If not, then that's okay. But it's so sad for men. That's why I'm also asking the question that there's so many men who think they can't speak about their problems, their insecurities, their sadness.
Yeah.
The other day I interviewed an author, and she showed in her book, she showed a couple of statistics about suicide rates for men. In the UK, it's for young people, it's the leading cause of premature death, suicide.
That's mad.
There's so many men who just don't speak about their feelings, and it's just sad.
Yeah.
It's just honestly sad. And I went to this retreat this year, and what I saw, there were like mainly women. They all said the same thing. You know what? I like it when there is a man who also has a soft side. That when there is a man who also talks about how they feel inside. You don't have to keep it all to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to suffer by yourself.
Yeah. I think that's the healthy.
Suffer with your cousin.
The healthy masculinity. You can also have the soft side.
I mean, there's a reason why women can cry and men can cry. But back to your green flag man.
Well, first of all, I have listed everything to my notebook. All the things and qualities that I'm looking for and everything that I want. I think you should have. Do you have it?
A what?
Like a list of qualities.
I know what I want. I know what I value. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do. But I do have a list. So when I meet someone, I'm like, okay.
You have like a checklist, like a pilot?
Yeah. So I'm like, tick, 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 tick. Oh,
excuse me, guys. Sorry, I just need to go use the restroom. Jasmin picks out her list. Okay, so he's at least 6 foot. Check.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
So a green flag for Jasmin is?
You have to be ambitious in your life.
Okay.
And that comes to you have to care about your health, your wealth, your happiness. You have to be just very ambitious with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Man,
feel
take
like,
notes, please.
Yes. And also I'm not asking for anything that I'm not. Because I am good with myself. I think my mental health is good. I'm very strong.
Ambitious.
I have my business. It's going great. I'm making my own money. I'm going to the gym every day. I work out. I eat healthy. So I expect those things from my man as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for this like, well, I okay, this is just for my like
your
my
own
experience, what I'm looking for. But I value someone who is like very, you really value relationship, and you don't want to settle for like like a boring relationship in a way. Like you always want to surprise, you always want to be considered, you always want to be okay. Is this person okay? What can I do for you? Have this like crazy delusional love. Yeah.
What is crazy delusional love for you?
That when you are
5,000 roses.
Of course. You saw the roses
Yeah,
yesterday.
the
At
roses
paddle court.
yesterday.
That's what I expect. Where is my roses? I mean, I buy myself flowers. My friends buy me flowers.
Yeah.
Of course, my man needs to buy me flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I'm not expecting anything that I'm not giving to myself. Even my friends, you get me coffee. My friends get me coffee. They pay for my food. Of course, I'm gonna expect that from my man. And that's the bare minimum. The 5,000 roses.
The 5,000 roses bare minimum. Noted.
Noted.
No, but every woman loves flowers. If I can tell you one thing.
Yeah.
They love flowers. Just get them flowers.
So
when
easy.
I hear that's like on not even on Valentine's Day.
Me last year? No, I dumped him. After, I was like, this is disrespectful. I got myself flowers. I was like, I'm gonna post my Instagram because I'm gonna post my Instagram pictures with the flowers. I don't care who's getting the flowers for me. And I was dating this guy. I was like, no, where's my flowers? Well, I didn't say that. I said the next day. I was like, no, this isn't gonna work.
You know what I did last Valentine's Day?
I know.
You know. I sent flowers a day before to just say, hey, you deserve flowers every day, not just on freaking Valentine's Day.
I remember.
Right? And the amount of work I put into those flowers, because she has her type of flowers when she said it for the first time, because I don't have a clue about flowers. Now I have. I was like putting out my phone and like writing it down. Favorite flowers. Peonies? Do you know peonies?
Yeah.
Peonies? Peonies. I think you say peonies.
Peony.
Peony? Is that Finnish?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, in Finnish we say peony.
Peony. I think it's very similar in English.
Okay.
Peony and tulips. And I'm like writing it down. I didn't have a clue what a peony is. I'm like, well, whatever. It turns out it's not so easy to get here.
Yeah.
At certain times, especially not tulips. That stuff like it's like gold. Anyways, one day before said, use the flowers every day. And then she obviously thought, well, I got flowers yesterday. I won't get flowers today, but got flowers and cinnamon rolls.
That's so good. Smash. Good job.
Thank you. I learned from the best. Back to your green flags. Anything else? I think it's really valuable for men to hear that. Like work on yourself, work out, eat healthy, read books, be ambitious.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is one of the main qualities.
Yeah. I'm not into watching Netflix, because I don't watch Netflix myself. So I don't want to like lay on a couch and watch TV all the time. That's not going to happen.
But sometimes you do, no?
I never do that. I haven't watched a single movie this year.
But there's beauty to watching a movie.
Yeah, of course. Like if it's like a romantic date, you can go to movies or you can watch it at home and you have snacks and stuff. Yeah, of course we can do it. And it's nicer to do it as a couple. But this is just like the everyday life. Just fun, exciting, ambitious. You value me. You're considered, like as you said as well. You make notes. When she said that was the favorite flower, you remember my coffee order. That kind of stuff. Be considered. To surprise me. Send me breakfast. Perfect. I'm gonna be very happy.
Send me breakfast.
Whatever. Little things. I don't
I think it's more about the gesture, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would be also happy with like 3 flowers, 3 roses. You will prefer the 500 as we have established.
Of course.
But I think it's more about the gesture.
Yeah, of course.
And I can say the same thing. For me, for example, if someone puts let's say the person wakes up earlier than me, which never happens, and she would put toothpaste on that's like a really weird example, but it's true. So if someone basically prepares the toothbrush for me, like those kind of things, they hype me up. Or like I go get.
Very interesting little detail.
Don't you think? It's just find it very cute.
I've never done that.
No, well, maybe you want to start doing it.
Maybe. Well,
it's just or like I get your coffee.
Mm.
Those like
so
literally
cute.
little things, or even for me, leaving a tiny note or something.
Yeah.
Or like, I know you have this podcast today.
Yeah.
Good luck. You're gonna smash it. Like, this is like, okay, she's thinking of me. I really like those little things. I value. Like, if you send me 500 roses, I'm gonna say like, hey,
Great.
thank you.
Also, gentlemen, be a you have to know the sidewalk rule. You have to, yeah. But I'm very
Teach
extra.
us.
I'm extra with this. I love a good gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
When we are in the restaurant and I go to the bathroom after dinner, you pay the dinner when I'm in the bathroom. And when I come back, you just stay up and then we go. And not like, okay,
I will trigger some people, but that's okay.
I know.
Do you know?
I'm just talking for my own
yeah,
life.
true.
It's just
Be honest. No,
Maybe
I
someone
like it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling, like, if it triggers you, get over it.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff, it doesn't need to be a scene. You know, you're gonna pay the dinner anyways. So just do it when I'm.
I see the comment section already. Uh-oh. What I like to do is do it when I go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You go to the bathroom.
I go to the bathroom,
okay,
and
way.
I told the waiter, like, listen, can we just do it now, because I don't want to.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay for myself.
Exactly. No. Remember when we were playing pool with the boy the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, he already paid.
He already paid. I was like, I was like,
Yeah, exactly. I was like, that's very, very nice. Gentleman, open the car door for me. Sidewalk rule.
What is the sidewalk rule?
Maybe I know.
I rarely walk on sidewalks.
Okay. Well, when there is a road.
Yeah, you always walk close to the road.
You go to close the road. You have to put me other side. Like if I go to walk there, you have to like just put me there.
Sidewalk rule.
Yeah.
Make notes. Success leaves clues. You're welcome.
Yeah. Just a little.
I think I do that naturally.
Yeah. But that comes naturally for some men, but not everyone.
I think it's different for everybody, and everybody should do whatever the heck they want to do and how they want to live. And if you want to, do 50-50, do 50-50. If
whatever
you want to,
floats your boat,
whatever floats your boat. If you want to pay for it, like if you're the woman, you want to pay for everything, go for it. Shoot.
Yeah.
If that's your version of a beautiful life, go for it.
Yeah.
It's just, I asked for your green flags. Those are your green flags.
Yeah, we're talking about me right now.
Yeah, we're talking about you. Don't be so selfish.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter. And also men are. We were talking with my friend the other day. About things we like, and I'm like, okay, if I go to a restaurant with a man, I like when he's like, if we have like bunch of stuff, not like just the like individual dishes. If we are sharing, I like when he's like serving the food to my plate. I like that. But my friend, she was like, no, I don't like that. I would never let him do that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, but I like when a man and everyone are doing that for me, because I just wait, and I'm like, okay, I'm just like giving the energy that you should do that. And then they do that. But also, all of these things.
Can you record that next time? Because I find the thought very entertaining.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this more. I'm like kind of getting into it. But all of these things are also about communication, because you never know what the other person wants. So
unless the other person tells you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So whatever you want, tell that. Whatever you need, you can tell that as well. I just don't expect those things, And also, every single relationship is different.
That's true.
Yeah.
Jasmin, do you think there's a question I should ask you, or like in general, is there a question you think people should ask you more often?
I think everyone should ask more from people around them. How are you? Like really? Like, how are you really today?
I like it. And how are you really?
Not just like, hi, how are you?
Yeah,
I'm good. How are you? Not just like, but Axel, like, how are you really feeling today? What's going on? How are you really?
How are you really?
Are you asking now?
Yeah.
How much time you have?
Plenty.
I'm very good. I'm very excited for the week.
Because?
Because I'm gonna make a shift with my schedule and with my goals. I've been distracted in the last few weeks.
By what, Jasmin?
By what?
Yeah, by what are you distracted?
By social events.
By social events?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this week, it's time for business. I have goals to hit by end of the year, so I'm gonna stay focused on that.
Mm-hmm. What is one thing you want to say about yourself? Or not just one thing. So at our retreats, we usually do this exercise. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go for it. We do this exercise. It's called Mountain of Life. So what we do is reverse engineer. We go to the very end of the mountain, and we guide you through a meditation, and we put you into this place where you look back at your life, back on the mountain you hiked.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What do you want to look back at? What do you want to stand for? Like at the end of your life, what would need to basically be the mountain so that you say, I really lived. I really made it count.
I was thinking about that. I don't know why, but the first idea was me to move abroad by myself and just like throwing myself to the world by myself and just like really like pushing myself and putting myself out there alone. That's a big thing to do.
Interesting. What else? What do you want to be remembered for?
Remember for that I'm a good person, because I feel like whatever you show up and whatever you do, like genuinely, I think the bigger thing, whatever we believe in, is watching anyways. So if you're a mean person, that's what you're gonna get. So you have to be a good person. Be kind and smile to people and don't be rude. So whatever you put yourself, like how you present yourself, you're gonna get it back. So being a good person in general. You know, when you have if I'm in a bad mood sometimes, like if that happens and I go somewhere and I feel like, okay, I was maybe being rude to someone, I didn't smile enough or I didn't like say thank you enough or whatever, I feel bad after because I'm like, oh, maybe I messed up right now because I should have been more nice. You know, I think that's important. Be as you want other people to treat you.
I think you're a really good person.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you're a really good person.
I think so too.
I think it's one of the most valuable thing I own. The other day I made a video, like the most valuable things I own as a 29-year-old, and it was not a Rollie or a nice car or whatever. There's nothing wrong with a Rollie. If you want to send me one, send me one.
Send me one as well.
I would probably lose it. That's why I don't wear it.
Well, I want one.
I would lose it. No, I don't wear watches because maybe at some point I change my mind.
You do, though.
That's not a watch, as a fitness tracker.
Yeah, but it stays
Sunshine.
in your wrist anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you the time. It tells you your HIV. It tells you your blood oxygen levels, but it doesn't tell. I mean, what is a Rollie at the end of the day? You don't use it because it's you want to know the time. Like you check your phone if you want to use the time. It's basically like, hi, look at me, I'm rich.
Yeah.
Or it looks pretty. Can also just look pretty.
Yeah.
But I don't really need it. However, anyways, one of the most valuable things I own is our friendship.
Yeah.
And it gives me so much, like you give me so much support in the moments when I have maybe self-doubts. I always say when it comes to business and those things, I'm a rock star. But when it comes to other things, I also have insecurities, you know.
Yeah.
And you're a source of certainty for me and always support me no matter how crazy I am. And oh boy.
Sometimes I give you hard love, tough love. I'm like, Axel, stop. You cannot do this. But I support you.
I still do it. Most times. It
Yeah,
depends.
you do.
Sometimes, like, for me, it's also so helpful to just speak about it, like really say how I really am, instead of like, I could pretend I'm like, oh, I'm all good. And I know that, you know, I hear that sometimes that people talk about, like I'm in the coaching industry. And sometimes I hear other people like making fun, like, oh, they don't have their lives together. How can they be a coach? Like, I'm like, wait a second. They're just a human being. It's not about, like, if you can be a really freaking good tennis coach, the best in the world, and still don't have your life together in other aspects.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be really good at business, but still struggle somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's just not, and like, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I have
and also like you, maybe I'm not giving relationship advices because I'm single. So clearly something's not working. But you know.
That's what.
Did I just give some advice? No, that was not advice. That was
I
just
think
like
you,
a list
honestly,
of qualities.
you can. In my opinion, you can give relationship advice even if you're single, because you've probably learned a lot. You could communicate what works for. I don't think you gave relationship advice. You told green flags for Jasmin in case we have applications, and we usually do have applications.
Yeah.
And the other day we went to a party, and I don't know how many guys came up to me, and they were like, "I'm just asking respectfully, is she your boyfriend?"
That's a problem. Yeah, the gym coach as well. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what is the guy that you always come to the gym with?" I was like, "Oh."
We rarely go to the gym together.
I know.
What are
exactly.
they talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, but anyways,
We're just vibing together.
we're just fine. We're just friends.
Yeah.
It's none of my business what you project. But anyways, where was I going with this? It was just distractive. Two friends talking to each other.
I know. We go to topic.
Where did we go? Where was I, Jasmin?
Because we went to the party and then all.
Exactly. Okay. That's where we went. The party. A lot of guys just started asking nicely, like, is she your girlfriend? Is she your girlfriend? I'm like, no. I need a T-shirt. That's where I was going. I need a T-shirt, or I need. Well, who knows? Maybe next time when we record a podcast,
Maybe you just say other side of the party and I stay here. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, or I just go to the party with someone else and then
Yeah.
Where's that someone else?
We'll see.
We'll see. Another great example of sometimes you project things, you give things an interpretation that are so far away from the truth, but if you believe it, like there was this one guy, he believed so much that we are a couple, that he didn't the whole time he, like, it was reality for him, even though it couldn't be. Like, if you would really know the truth, if you would be sitting with us during one of our emergency meetings, you would know
that is not true.
That is, like, it couldn't be further away from the truth, because Axel is obsessed with one girl and one girl only, and she's not from Finland. Close.
Yeah.
Is it a neighbor country? Do you share border?
No, it's not a neighbor country.
But it's like very close to each other.
Yeah.
Close by. It's close by. And that's the only person I'm emotionally available for. Anyways, Jasmin, did I do a better job this time to ask you questions and talk less?
I think so, but I did you do it last time as well. I would think it was good.
Yeah. No, it did affect me. Like, honestly, I asked a couple of friends to listen to the episode and give me their honest feedback, their honest truth. Because people sometimes pretend or like project onto me that I'm like perfect, that I don't have any worries, that I don't make any mistakes. No, I do. And if I make a mistake, I want to hear from people. I want to hear from I know my friends, they will be honest to me. Yeah. I told Josh, please listen to this and just be completely honest with me. Yeah. And he's like, you know what? You could have let her more talk. I think you were really passionate about what you said, and you just genuinely really want to help people and care, like transform them and wake them up. Yeah. And probably because you were so comfortable with her, you went a bit further.
Yeah, and also it's your podcast, and you are more comfortable with, not comfortable, what is the right word for this? Like, you always talk here anyways. I don't do much talking anyways. So
but
maybe
usually my guests speak more than I do. Like, I want to give them time to shine, and like I want to learn from them. Yeah. With you, I speak all the time, so I learn I learn from you all the time. I ask you for advice. I ask you, like, how should I do this? How should I do that? And you do the same thing.
Now we're just chatting.
We're just chatting and like hoping that someone is listening. And how cool would it be that someone is listening who has this dream, whatever it is, whether it's social media, whether it's your own becoming a videographer, whether it is talking to that one person. Yeah. Imagine someone is doing that because of this podcast. Yeah. Actually, like right now, after this podcast is ending, 3, 2, 1, and you do it.
Exactly. I feel like the biggest takeaway from this, again, like I hope we can get someone motivated
to do this, to do the shit that scares them so much. Yeah. Because that's where all the beauty is. Yeah. If you look at Jasmin in her life, you were scared. Yeah. You did it anyways, and like, imagine you would have not done it. Yeah. Imagine you would have still be sitting there selling iPads. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't know if that
was not my dream.
That was not your dream, and that's probably not your full potential, right? Yeah. If I would have not done it, I would maybe still sit there in a box 9 hours per day, and work with insurances. That was not my dream, and it was not my life, and we wouldn't be where we are if we would have not done the things that scare us. Yeah. And it's like a muscle. If you do it over and over again, at some point you're like, whatever, might as well do it.
Yeah, I also built the mindset of I don't care how long it's gonna take. It will happen anyway.
Yeah, I
Maybe
love
it's
that.
gonna happen in 2 months. Maybe it's gonna happen in 2 years.
Yes.
And I had my, if we only talk about money, for example, I had my breakthrough after 5 years.
So I literally have the same mindset. Made a note for myself to put that into the book. Whatever it takes, it will happen.
Yeah.
I don't care. And you need to you need to hold that. You need to protect that vision and protect that dream.
Yeah.
I am gonna make it work. It doesn't matter how long it's gonna take. I make it work. Once you make that decision, it's gonna happen. You don't know how long it will take. Yesterday in bed, I had a realization like, oh my gosh, I manifested that. I even forgot about it because it took longer than I thought it will. Often you think you in like quote of the day, people overestimate how much they can achieve in 2 weeks and underestimate how much they can achieve in 2 years or in 5 years.
That's why also vision boards, list your goals, list your dreams, do that, all of that, because then you can look back and you can be like, oh, I actually dreamt about this. Oh, I actually wrote this down. You know, and also for if we just think about yesterday, we were hanging by the pool the entire day with friends. We all live here. We're all so good friends, and we had good conversations. That's already a big thing for me because I never had those friends.
Yeah.
I was always like, if I think about myself 5 years ago, I lost all my friends. I was like, well, I don't really vibe with them anymore. They're not supporting me. I don't get anything from them except like being, you know, they're not like uplifting relationships and friendships that I was looking for. So I had no friends. I was like, I just want to have a friend that is similar to me. That I can talk about the things that I like, that I can talk about the things that I dream of or whatever. So only like yesterday, everyone is just so nice and we all said the same. And it's so much fun.
Yeah, everybody was just
So
like
grateful.
kind people who want to grow, and once you work on yourself, you attract more of those kind of people. It's just how it is. And then you see like actually everybody thinks like, how can I support you? How can I make this work for you? Not like me. I think that's when you reach a really nice state in life. When you think not about me, but about we, about us as a collective, and how can we support each other? How can I support? Honestly, like I'm more hyped about the success of my friends than about my own success. Or like when my clients have wins.
That makes you feel so good.
That makes me feel 10 times better than when I receive a check over X, Y, Z amount of money. Like for me, it's like...
One of the girls that I was coaching, she grew from less than 1,000 followers to almost 100,000 followers. I'm like, it feels so good because I was able to help someone to get that.
That's the juice of life. Giving feels so good. Give. That's one of my like main teachings in my business, in my business coaching, so that you really understand. Give.
Yeah.
Give a little bit more, and then you shall receive. Become a giver. Like if you're the most valuable personal brand, for example, in your niche, everything else will be a byproduct. But people are like starting and they think about like, how will I get client? How will I make money? Let's start with, how can you give? It's the same in a relationship. Before you think about like, what can I all take? Am I giving relationship advice now?
No.
Kinda?
No? Oh, I have a quote. A very good one. Wait, hold on. To get what you want, you have to help others to get what they want.
Wow. Mic drop, madam.
That's so true, because that's what you said as well. That's what you just said.
Give.
Help them, and you will get yours. I believe in that.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
If I also think about the happiest people I know, they have all been givers. That doesn't mean that you overstep your own boundaries or that you don't take care of yourself. That is the base. Like you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself first. But all of them have been givers. They're like, okay, Tony Robbins always says the secret to living is giving. And I find it to be really true. When you buy someone flowers, and that person is happy, like that is just the nicest.
That's
like
the best thing
you
ever.
give love, but you feel love as well. What a concept.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you help someone else, you feel good as well.
And again, what do you give, you're gonna receive. So that's just how it works. The universe is gonna reward you.
Jasmin and her sound effects.
Always.
Jasmin, what is one thing that I'm going to be selfish here? I'm going to give, or not selfish, I'm going to give you the opportunity to give. What is one piece of advice you would give me? You know me really well. I don't know if you might be one of the people who know me the best right now with what's going on in my life.
Best friends.
Best friends. Well, what is piece of advice that you would give me? Coaching advice. You can be honest. You can be brutally honest.
What topic?
Whatever topic you think I need the most.
Well, I know the
to
area.
Make my
the topic that you need the most. Relationship.
It can't be my clothing style.
No. Well.
Because I really worked on that.
Yeah.
And you helped me.
We went shopping.
Jasmin and I went shopping. Jasmin gave me shopping advice.
Yeah, you need me.
No, I get a lot of compliments these days for my clothes.
That's
anyways,
good. Amazing.
You think relationship?
Relationships, yeah.
The thing is, business, fitness, money, that's like all things you can completely control yourself.
But relationships are coming.
It's like a science, you know? Like if I give you my training plan and you work out like I work out and you do that for 3 years, you're going to look amazing. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
If you eat the way I eat, if you do the same business things, if you show up with the same energy, you put in the work, you post. I don't know how many posts I made in my life. Few thousands. If you do that, success will be there. Relationship is like art. It's like painting a picture.
Yeah. I know.
So,
and it's out of your control sometimes.
Exactly. You can't you can't control what your heart wants.
Yeah.
The heart wants what it wants. So what what piece of advice would you give me? I think it's gonna be juicy.
I feel like you have to remember your own boundaries. Well, that's know your worth.
Yeah.
Remember your own boundaries.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I don't know how like mental capacity these kind of things are taking from you, but I don't know how it works for men, because for me, if I'm dating or if I'm having someone or whatever, it takes sometimes a lot from me, and it's hard for me to shut that off. And then, like, for example, when I'm working, I'm like, okay, then I'm thinking about the boy or whatever. So I don't know how that works for you.
When I work, I work.
So you just like,
I don't think about it.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
When I rest in the evening, for example, then
you're like, what about this girl?
No, but actually it's a good piece of advice. That's like piece of advice I gave myself. Or like I promised myself I would never bend too much again. Not lose myself, not lose my mission and bend too much to just because of being afraid of an argument. Because I love harmony. And when there haven't been many people that I fell in love with in my entire life. It's really rare. Love is rare. That you really like feel for someone and say like, I love you and really mean it. That shit is rare.
It is.
For the last times, I would then almost do anything to get that love and make sure that love is okay. And sometimes I would forget myself and my own mission. And that's my own journey.
You are a very consistent man. That's for sure.
I think I'm really loyal.
You're loyal and consistent, yeah.
Loyal and consistent. Like it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for that piece of advice. Know your worth. Know your boundaries. Know what know what's okay with you. No. I think it's a really good piece of advice for a man. Like don't bend too much.
Yeah. But remember what I asked you the other day. I was like, when is it enough? Like when is your limit? Where is it? Like, but I cannot see the limit in you. I feel like you just like kept like pushing and trying and like with the same topic in a way, but at the same time, if you feel like you have to do it, then you have to do it. Honestly,
I'm really proud of that. If I follow my heart, I follow my intuition. I believe we all have an inner compass, and I really don't, even when I don't care, even what my friends say. If my heart, if my inner compass is saying the one thing, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Because I know if I look back at my life, it's been the best moments. It's been the best decisions, even if people didn't understand. Even if my like loved ones didn't understand it. There was one decision I made my brother didn't understand, and I love him dearly.
Yeah.
Later he understood.
I know, but at the same time, you have to have the limit at some point.
We all have a limit.
Maybe it's just different for me. I think
What's
I'm just...
What's the best relationship advice you would give yourself?
Huh.
The advice you think you need to hear?
I'm single, but I feel like I'm very good relationships in a way that if you don't treat me as I want to, I can easily cut you off. Am I just like cold-hearted or what? But I don't know. If I can see...
You're very warm heart. What do you need to hear right now?
I have this idea in my head that when I meet my person, I'm just gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's true. Maybe my person is someone that I already met. Maybe it's someone that I will just meet and I will not like them like as much as I maybe think I would in the first place. Maybe so I want to be open for that as well. That it can be someone, you know. But I have this idea in my head that when I meet my person, I'm gonna know immediately. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna marry that person.
Well, if you...
But I want to be open. So
okay, I like that.
I want to keep reminding myself that I have this picture in my head, how it's going to be, how it's going to look like, how I'm going to feel. But I want to be open to other options as well, that if it's not exactly like that, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
We don't know. That's the thing with love. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what's right. We don't know what's wrong.
Exactly.
Like, how do you know? You don't know. It's art. You don't know.
Yeah, but I want to be open and not like close-minded with anything in life. So who knows what's the best thing to do anyways? Who knows what's happening anyways? So I'm like, okay, whatever happens, it's going to be good for me anyway. So I don't know. It's difficult.
At some point, you will look back and you're like, oh, it need to happen like this. So all we can do, I think, is to be honest, be kind, and follow
your heart.
Your heart.
I know.
That's all you can do. And have fun in the meanwhile, regardless of how the things are outside.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that? Jasmin, thanks one more time for showing up. Smash. I want to acknowledge you for our beautiful friendship. I'll forever have a place for our friendship in my heart.
Yeah.
I know there are a lot of people who don't believe in friendship between men and women. I think we are a great example of that.
Yeah.
Even for yourself.
Yeah.
And your own beliefs.
Yeah.
And for your consistency. Yeah. You show up almost every single day with the willingness to help people.
Yeah.
And your community really can feel that and can sense that. And good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And if you're listening to this, do Jasmin a favor. And also, you can do me a favor. Do something. Change something. Like, what is the thing that scares you the most? And do it right now.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a conversation. Maybe it's... For so many people, it's really starting to post on social media that follow you and probably follow me. Show their face. Just freaking do it. Yeah. You will see no lion will rip you apart afterwards. You'll be fine. Yeah. No problem, no feeling is there forever. Yeah. If you have anxiety sometimes, one of the best tips is to know it's never going to stay longer than 20, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. If you just sit there, it's not going to last longer than 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah. It's like a bad calf cramp.
Yeah.
It's not going to be there forever.
Yeah. You don't want to wait another year to start and look back and be like, oh, because one good year can change everything.
One decision could change anything. One person, one job opportunity, it could change everything. Yeah. But you need to play your part.
Yeah.
You need to plant the seeds. The universe takes care of planting, growing the tree. Jasmin, huamenta. How do you say thank you in Finnish?
Kiitos.
Kiitos? That's beautiful.
Kiitos.
Kiitos.
Kiitos, Axel.
Okay, kiitos, Jasmin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smash.
I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, just as a little gift from our side, from my team, because you stayed until the end of this episode. 30 days of free Fire Within membership. I created the Fire Within membership to give you guys access to the tools that have changed my life, the lives of my clients, and give you also access to a community of like-minded people. We have guided breathwork sessions, guided meditations, guided visualization practices, really tools that enable you to create the life that you deserve and that you want. And it's one of the best things we have ever created. Hundreds of people, live events, sessions that will blow your mind. 30 days for free. You will find the link in the description. Thank you so much, and until next time.